Detective Cross will do just fine, thanks. You want to give me an explanation, or shall I skip straight to the handcuffs? Can't wait to see how you're going to try and talk your way out of this. I can explain everything. How'd you even get in here? Through the air vent?
So, I got the screwdriver. I stick it in the vent. I twist. It comes undone. I crawl.
The air vent? Who do you think you are, John McClane? Maybe if you hadn't locked us in the break room.
I think I'm a small, petite woman who could just slide on through.
Maybe I could have used the door like a normal person. Oh, really? My apologies. I didn't realize I should have made it easier for you to tamper with the crime scene. I realize this looks bad, but I got sick of waiting around. You haven't even taken our statements yet. This is real life, not some 2-bit TV show. Good police work takes time. Just trying to find some way to prove I didn't kill Blake. He was my friend. You thought breaking into the crime scene was going to help your case?
Yeah.
Actually, it did. There's solid proof I didn't do it. Bill's just going to get the security tapes. I was beginning to wonder where he'd gone. Maybe you convinced him to leave so you could screw around with the real evidence. You'll see once he gets back. You just have to trust me. Trust doesn't get you very far in my line of work. What's taking you so long anyway? We've been stuck in that room for hours. I'm just doing my job.
Sounds like taco meat.
It does. There are a lot of things to cover. Security, photography, evidence collection. For enough mysteries to know it shouldn't take this long.
I got some of that fucking taco meat.
Ow. You want some taco meat?
I was probably gonna eat mine.
Yeah,
No,
same.
I still have that at bowl.
We got chipotle.
Never had chipotle.
Chipotle is really good.
So I've heard. I just never eat it because I can't.
You can't normally eat their stuff, yeah.
Well, I can eat it when I'm at home.
Yeah.
I can't eat it when I'm out because I don't want it to bite my ass.
Yeah. Ah. So I'm alert to staff. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, great. It's reassuring to know that Blake's death is so high on the LAPD's list of priorities. Central's screwing me around again, but it won't work. I might be old, but I'm not getting pushed into a desk job yet. It takes as long as it takes, and that's the end of it.
I always love shows where they're like, I'm an old detective, and the place wants to put me in a desk job. They don't care where you go.
They don't. They just want you to do your job.
Yeah, I was like, they really... There's a couple of dudes. They're like in their fucking 60s and 70s, and they're like, you can't make me retire. Like, they don't care where you go. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Got any leads yet? Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. Please, detective, I'm just trying to help. Being a detective on TV doesn't mean you're qualified to waltz in and take over a real murder investigation. Real police work isn't a game, it's dangerous, and you don't know the first thing about it. That's where you're wrong. My dad was on the force. Gasp! I suppose he told you all about it. He didn't have to. He'd come home exhausted every night. I saw what it did to him. Might not have the training, but I understand the job. I know what it takes. Don't make me laugh. I've seen your show. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on the force. What would you do if the killer showed up right now? I would blast him with my death ray. He's just kidding, detective.
You don't have to introduce these people.
Detective Cross is a scout. Looks like something out of Buck Rogers. Are you a real detective? Can you help me find my creator? Better get this flying toaster out of my face before things get ugly. Scout, maybe you should leave the nice detective alone. Finally. Alright, Ms. Rahi, I think it's time we move this conversation down to the precinct, don't you? I got it, Honor. I found the security tape. Nice of you to join us. Detective Cross, oh geez, I mean, what a pleasant surprise. Maybe I'm getting forgetful in my old age, but didn't I tell you to guard this room? I am guarding the room. I mean, I was. I just had to go and, here to explain how Miss Marple over here managed to get in. He said to make sure nobody got through that door. You, didn't say anything about the air vent.
Well, he has a point.
Yeah. So you wandered off and left a murder suspect at the scene of the crime. Alone, with all the evidence. Well, when you say it like that... I only went to check the CCTV system. Would have been back sooner, but I had to take the damn thing apart just to get to that tape.
We gotta finish Persona 4.
We do. Couldn't you just press the eject button?
Now it's time to get naked. No. What? You can't cook? You won't get naked? What are you even good for? Well, he has a point. That fucking game.
It's so good. So what do you say, detective? Care to see my evidence? Yeah, it's right here in my pants. I've got 5 minutes. After that, I'm taking you downtown. That's all I need. Scout, can you scan this? Why do we have to scan it? We know
Tens.
it's a tape.
I love tens.
I also love tens. They help so much. Alright, so we know... we know that
we know nothing.
these are... No, we know these are 2s. And we know these are 1s.
Okay.
4,
Well...
5, 6, 7.
Yeah, so yeah, fill in that. And then do it to the other side.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing.
Oh, my neck. We know that these need to be split.
So then those would go there.
Yeah. Boy, howdy, this is getting easier.
Oh, and then put one under those.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
And then 8 will just go down one. No, other way.
Here?
Yeah, put one there, and then put one on the other side.
You are correct. So then, this is already 4.
And
this
then the
is
other
already
side
4. I think these need to be split off as well.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's how that
Then
goes.
that means those are the 2s.
Yeah,
You
this
can't
is
put
all
anything
done.
there. And then the other sides are 2s.
Whoops. Wow!
That didn't look like a VH.
No, not at all.
VHS tape. It looked like a fucking mask.
Yeah, it did. Man, COVID's even affecting games. Damn. Alright, what are we looking at? This is a security footage of the parking lot earlier this afternoon. Look, there's Bill. He's not in the background. Looks like they've got spray cans. Got a problem with vandals around here, Bill? Them? They're not contractors, they're kids. They've got skateboards, for God's sakes. Didn't you say we're looking for kids doing graffiti earlier, Bill? Oh, jeez. As enlightening as this is for some of us, I don't see how it proves anything useful. I'm getting to that, Detective. Bill, can you fast forward to about 4:30?
How did he do that?
There, that's it. See, that's me standing by my car. I spoke to Bill, then Scout. Okay, you were in the parking lot, so what? Blake was already dead. He died around 4:30 p.m. and the CCTV footage clearly shows I was in the parking lot. I'll be damned. Not bad for a TV detective, huh? Guess not. Now, if I can just get you to write me an official statement. Wait a second. How do you know the time of death? Bill, did you let her read the medical report? Oh, jeez. Listen up, everyone. I'll need to keep you here for a little longer. Please, Detective, I've spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I'd have more luck sorting out the Middle East. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's still not a great comment. If you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements. What about me? Can I help out some other way? Scout could... Listen, Nancy Drew, you got lucky with that CCTV, but that was all it was. Luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this. Hey, how come she gets to go home? She could be the murderer. I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. Only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in my ass. You can't keep me locked up in here. What if I'm next? Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries anything, I'll whack them with one of my dumbbells. Brought dumbbells with you on a job? You never know when you're gonna find a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. Know what I mean? Ugh, a reclusive nun would get what you mean, and even she'd think 5 minutes is pathetic. Wait, did I just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you, you've got to let us out of here. I'm going stir crazy. Fine, you can leave the goddamn room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? I mean it. Any of you try anything and I'll have you tackled by a patrolman faster than you can say WrestleMania. Quick question. How cute is this theoretical patrolman? How good is his credit? Does he get on well with his mother? As for you, go home. Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report. Praise the goddess, we're free. Ish. Guess I should go home now, like you said. Don't feel bad, babe. You earned it. You said you were going to prove yourself innocent, and you went out and did it. I did, didn't I? So what are you waiting for? You're free to go. Uh-oh, you've got that look on your face. Don't think you can hide it from me, Missy. I know that look. That's the honor Mizrahi. I'm not giving in special. It's just, I got myself out of trouble. Well, what about you guys? What about Blake? Gave me my big break. I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss, he was my friend.
We don't have friends.
Right up until he fired you. That's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was, but looking back, he was so nervous. You've been playing a detective too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one. Not just me. There's something else going on. I just can't leave. If you want to keep investigating, Honor, I'm here to help. Scout, don't you want to go find a real detective? You may not be a real detective, but maybe that's okay. Maybe what I really need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convinced Bill to help you. You proved your innocence to Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all, because together we can solve anything. If you want to try, that is. Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyway. How about you, Casey? Will you help me look into it? Absolutely. You know I've got your back. But can I go pop to the loo first? I've needed to go for hours. I'm genuinely scared something's about to burst. Location unlocked. The pisser.
Everyone take a drug sample.
Alright, office. Miss Mizrahi, you're still here? Hey Bill, what's going on? Still guarding the crime scene? Yeah, Detective Cross wasn't too happy about me going to get the tape. I had to talk him out of cuffing me to the desk. Sorry, Bill, I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't mention it. I'm just glad you're off the hook. I always knew you had nothing to do with what happened to Blake. Thanks. It's good to have you on my side. You and Scout make a great team. It's a shame you can't help Detective Cross with the rest of the investigation. Yes, we can. That's exactly what we're doing. You are, but he seemed really mad at you guys. Kept saying things like that damn vigilante and her flying computer. Well, he didn't exactly give us permission, but there's something bigger behind Blake's death, and we have to find out what. Oh geez, Detective Cross is gonna like that. No one's supposed to touch anything in here. Don't look at me like that. I just don't want to make Detective Cross angry again. I don't think my blood pressure can handle it. Or his. Have you seen this Tully guy before? No, I don't think I have, and I never forget a face. That's not too unusual for contractors. They come and go all the time. It certainly looks big enough to kill someone, but why would Blake pick a fight with a contractor? What's your opinion of John Redfern? Oh, we get kids trying to sneak into the studio all the time. I think you just picked the wrong day to try and get an autograph. You don't think he seems kind of intense? Oh, they're all like that. If you ask me, the kid got lost and now he's a murder suspect. His poor mother's probably worried sick. I hate to even consider it, but it's possible Becky killed Blake. Did you know they were fighting over a contract? Becky kills someone, but she's so nice. Have you met Becky? I know she seems rude sometimes, so I think there's a heart of gold in there somewhere. She probably just wants to be understood. Didn't you say the same thing about that guy from accounting who set the office on fire a couple years ago? Well, you can't expect me to be right all the time. What the fuck am I supposed to present to him?
I don't think anything.
Is it gonna let me investigate now? No.
I don't think you have anything for him.
I don't think I do either. I just don't know what I'm meant to be doing here.
Go back to the break room.
Oops. Hey, listen. Look who it is, the lady putting the heel into the gumshoe. That one needs a bit of work, but you get the idea. We're still not any closer to working out who killed Blake. Any ideas? Obviously, we can't discount ourselves. That only leaves Becky, Tully, and John. There's no way Bill's involved. He wouldn't hurt a fly. You're right. I don't think he could plan a murder, even if he wanted to. Last week, I saw him get startled by his own reflection. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof. And you're proof that someone can have neither. Oh ho 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 ho.
I think you gotta investigate this room more.
I think you're right, sadly.
There you go.
Woo! It's the coffee pot! Woo!
Fuck the coffee pot.
It's coffee. I don't know how I'd get through a day without it. I see, so it's a kind of fuel like gasoline? Kinda, but it tastes better, or at least it's supposed to. The stuff from our coffee machine, on the other hand. I'm having difficulty understanding. Is a coffee machine a fuel dispenser? I apologize for asking so many questions. Many of the intratextual connections in my ontological database were lost when I was discarded. You lost me at ontological. Isn't that something to do with insects? I know many things, but the relationships between those things is unclear. I'm trying to rebuild them. I don't know if it's a fuel or not, Scout. It's complicated. Not everything can be broken cleanly into simple facts like that. Yeah, you can. It's a stimulant. No, but my programming tells me that it's a good thing to say when faced with things I don't understand. I see. I think what we're looking for is over here. Because we need his badge. Tully's.
Oh.
That's one of the things that was in here that helped us before.
Okay.
And we're done!
Yay!
Ah! She's playing with my nipples.
Let me love you.
Okay. I think this could be useful to the investigation, I'll be honest. It seems unlikely that Apple is a smoking gun. A gun, be careful! No, Scout, it's just a turn of phrase. It means the murder weapon or a vital clue. Ow. It's very confusing when humans say things that mean other
Test
things.
spit.
What?
Test spit.
Oh, yeah, fair.
DNA.
Alright. It's
You know-
around here
Do you
somewhere.
want to hear a really fucked up fact that I learned?
Sure.
So, if you happen to eat or drink something and throw it away, and you happen to be under investigation, it's considered free evidence.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But yeah.
Yeah, I learned that. I thought it was really fucked up. I was like, what the fuck? Because they were talking, I was listening to a case about a guy who had committed a crime. I think actually it was a murder. And he was driving down the road, and the police were following him to see where he went, because I don't think they knew exactly how he did it. And he was drinking out of a cup, and he threw the cup out of the window, and they grabbed it. And I think he refused to give a DNA sample, which you can do. You can refuse.
Yeah.
He threw the cup out of the window, and the cops went up and grabbed it, and then they tested it, and they were like, yeah, he's the guy that did it, because it came back as a positive.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa! We're such a team. This card says it's Gribmore Studios ID, but I don't recognize the design at all. Do you think it's a fake? Sorry, Your Honor. Perhaps there's someone more familiar with these cards who can help. Like, maybe... Bill!
I hate ID cards that have pictures.
Yeah.
I just always look horrible in them.
What do you make of this ID card, Bill? That's a nice card. Feel the weight of that laminate? They don't make them like this anymore. I had an uncle who was a big shot in the lamination industry, you see, and he always said, forget the lamination, Bill. It says it's a Gribmore Studios ID, but it doesn't look right. Is it a fake? No, it's just an old design. They went out right around the time when I started working here. That was years ago. Do you really think Tully has a studio ID for that long?
I mean, couldn't you kind of look at his age, too? I mean, he doesn't
really?
look like an old dude, so I kind of
Yeah.
feel like that would tip you off.
Yeah. It's possible.
McLovin?
It's possible. Just wait here. I'll go check our
McLovin's
files.
the most common name.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I found something under Blake's desk. Maybe this scout of yours can take a closer look? That could be evidence. Shouldn't you give it to Detective Cross? I tried, but he was so busy yelling at me for leaving the room earlier that he wouldn't listen. Will you take a look? Puzzle start! When I say I played a lot of Picross earlier this week, let me fucking tell you. I played so much. Holy shit. Alright, this is the 5. This is empty. This is emptied. And this fills in. Woo! I did it! I did the hair dye.
That's a dick.
It looks like it. It looks like something covered in shit.
Oh my god, my legs are so fucking itchy. Yay!
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I don't know why. It's been a while since I shaved.
I mean, that's probably why.
Well,
Probably growing back.
well,
It's a small bottle, half full of a dark liquid. Oh, is this more of the coffee you told me about earlier? I don't think you want to drink that. It's hair dye, but what was it doing in Blake's office? Perhaps he dyed his hair? It does appear to be a similar tone to Blake's. Strange, I didn't think Mr. Patterson used anything like that. Then again, we all thought my Aunt Agnes regrew a full head of hair at 91, but it turned out she'd gone senile and was wearing a carpet sample.
How could you not tell it was a carpet sample?
Yeah, really. Blake didn't dye his hair, but maybe someone else did?
You're good.
Your friend Casey said he's an award-winning hair and makeup artist. Maybe he can tell us more? Artist?
What did you say?
I didn't mean to. Good thinking. If anyone around here knows about hair dye, it's him. I'm slowly starting to lean back into the voices. Now that Bill's gone, we've finally got the crime scene to ourselves. We should scan the room and... Oh, hello. Tully, what are you doing here? Me? I was just... It's kind of embarrassing. Can we talk?
No.
Nah, sorry. I gotta investigate further.